Hi, my name is Evan Ramsey, and this is my Module 7 homework / reading quiz. Okay, first, what are some of the environmental, economic, and cultural consequences of the current population growth trends? Environmental. Some environmental consequences of the current population growth is that humans are using up natural resources such as water and fossil fuels. Another is that by using these resources, we produce waste products and cause things such as air pollution. Economic. Some economic consequences of the current population growth is that due to less resources available, these resources become harder to find and therefore more expensive. Because of this, it makes it harder for lower income countries and people to afford public resources. This enables the persistence of issues like poverty and hunger. Lastly, some other effects of population growth is not having enough schooling or needing to build more as the population grows. Things such as overpopulation can also have an influence on factors such as crime. Next, discuss Gandhi's quote, "The world has enough for everyone's needs, but not everyone's greed." Does the quote really apply in the face of the current population growth? Why or why not? Is the population control the only answer, or is it possible for the Earth to sustain a large, thriving human population that lives in a responsible and sustainable manner? If you think so, then what would need to happen for this to work? Okay. Now moving on to the quote. While I understand that Gandhi's quote is meant to convey that the greed of people is why so many people go hungry and live in poverty, I don't think that he is entirely right. Of course, he does have a point that if people were to use less resources, there would be more for others. But while his main message is slightly true and still stands, there are so many people and that number is rapidly growing. This results in even further use of natural resources. Some of these resources are non-renewable and cannot be replenished. Because of how much we have already used and how fast we are growing, I don't think it is possible for humans to make resources work, even if we were to entirely eliminate greed. It's inevitable. There is an end to every non-renewable resource, and we will eventually hit that limit. Due to this fact, it is my personal opinion that population growth will be the only way to really slow the use of these resources. But even with population control, I still believe that we will eventually reach the end of these resources and the end of us.